Uniteduncle here. Just give me a bit of a time. I've tried different videos. I've tried the faceless. I'm going to continue to do it. I've tried full edited and this form of video. Please, just give me a bit of your time. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, it's okay. But if you agree with what I'm going to say in this video, just drop a comment or just subscribe. Check if you have subscribed to my channel. It's still growing, but I believe I've got a lot to share when it comes to Manchester United and football in general. So my video today is about Ineos, the board, Michael Carrick, potential coaches, the players who have got, the game against Leeds United. If you are Ineos, ya Oma Barada, Jason Wilcox, what will you be talking about today? There's two sides to the coin. Are you going to appoint Michael Carrick? Or you're going to look for another coach? Michael Carrick has got his advantages and has got his disadvantages. If a lot of people didn't know disadvantages of Michael Carrick, check yesterday's game. Leeds United versus Manchester United. Manchester United lost that game 2-1. It's been a long time since Leeds won at Old Trafford. This season we've managed to draw against Leeds and we lost against Leeds. So Leeds United have collected 4 points against the mighty Manchester United. We got a red card. A defender got a red card. Dubious call. Lisandro Martinez. First of all, we thought in the second half, Carrick is going to substitute. The boys were flat. They were not running. They were second to aerial balls. In terms of speed, intensity, everything, Leeds were up to it. And because our players are too slow, they don't have high energy. Most coaches have found it easy to play against Manchester United. What do? They spread the pitch. They put their fullbacks or their wingers wide. So just spread the ball. Manchester United, they are lazy to run. They are lazy to do a counter. When it's like Benjamin Sesko is leading the press, you do a half press. For a big person, I don't know why he doesn't have the energy. The speed to start the high press. I would love to see the stats of Bruno every match. Because you can see that Bruno Fernandes is running his socks out. Even Casemiro, as slow as it is, but he tried by all means to run. There are people who are quick, but they're just dilly-dallying in the field of play. Benjamin Sesko, one example. We played with the Ugarte. Ugarte and Casemiro is good at breaking play, but to maintain position, to keep the ball is difficult. They can't pass. They can't put a string of passes. It's just Hail Mary balls. It's just anyway it will do. You can see Ugarte doesn't have confidence. He lacks confidence. I'm sure he's going to go. So if you're a player who's going, or you have said, I want to go, only Casemiro is an expression, because Casemiro maybe is retiring or things like that, but I believe he's going to have a role at Manchester United. Why would you run your socks out when you know that next season you won't be there? Same thing which is happening to Tottenham. those guys, even if Tottenham get relegated, most of them, they know they're going to go to better teams. So why would you kill yourself? Plus, it's a World Cup year. Don't forget, a lot of people don't want to give their all because it's a World Cup year. Everyone want to play in the World Cup. Look at what happened to Kudus. Look at what happened to Romero. The list is going. Rodrigo, Real Madrid. A lot of people getting injured just before the World Cup. So that's why you see Manchester United, almost all our players, they are playing in the World Cup. So you feel why they're having like a half approach. They are more worried about the World Cup than what Manchester United can provide now. So Carrick was supposed, any other coach, if a defender is given a red card, the very first time, first, second, whatever, that thing happened, you need to put in another defender. Now in the defense, there was Heaven. So now for him to think that you have to partner Euro and Heaven, but they've got height. Trust the young boys. Nothing we can do. With Dalot also, he can play left back, then we put maybe Shaw in defense, something, play around with the formation. But what did he do? He didn't substitute. He left Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Lenioro. Lenioro was everywhere. It's like when Lenioro makes a mistake. Every time he makes a mistake, he continues to make mistakes. He's more worried what people are going to say. We understand it's his age, he's young. That's why we need also experience. You can't win a league. You can't challenge the league with only learner drivers or people with few experience. So that was a mistake on Carrick. Not to put a defender on time. We played 10 men, almost the whole half with 10 men. But Carrick only substituted 2 people. He brought in Mbeumo and Diallo. You could see that Sesko was naked. You could see that Bruno was naked. You could see that Casemiro was naked. Why you can't bring in fresh players? What the worst can happen? We had Zeski. Why you can't bring in Zeski? Why you can't bring in Mount? We've got Fletcher. We had Lacey. Why you can't bring in those people? Why? But he decided to finish the match with only 2 substitutes. That's a disadvantage on Michael Carrick. The other thing, Michael Carrick is too soft. I see him as a soft guy. That's why now you see referees are taking advantage of Manchester United. Some of these referees, they are afraid of coaches. They are afraid of coaches. They give calls according to the coach. Manchester United have been subjected to dubious referee decisions. But Carrick is too soft. He's too chilled. I don't think there's any player who's afraid of Carrick because he's too soft. Look at the bench, the assistant, all of them is just chilled guys. You can talk on the press conference, pre, post, whatever, but during the match, you need to show your energy. If you can put energy on the players, it will show in the field of play. So the guy is just chilled, relaxed, calm, everything. So how do you expect the players to have energy when they look at the coach, you're just chilling like that? Why do you think that can happen? If you as a coach, you are just chilled like that. I don't know. What's your take on that one? Are we together? Are we together? Drop a comment. If you think that I'm talking sense, please. Comments, share video, like, subscribe. Let's go. Now, there's this thing that 24 days Manchester United before playing. We played Bournemouth and we had to wait for 24 days. That on its own can affect play. That's why you saw that our players were cold. We didn't have any friendly, just training, advertising, things like that, a lot of media duties. But the players were not playing. That's why you saw that start. I'm sure the coach of Leeds told the players that go at them, don't play, attack, attack, attack. You get what I'm saying? You saw how Leeds came. Put the balls wide, cross. The centre back is small. There's Lenioro. All of them, they are not able to deal with balls aerially, and it proved yesterday. So that's my disadvantage on Carrick. The advantage is that you already know what's happening. We've got a plan going on. So it will help us in the summer to plan nice so that we don't have a full start like all other seasons. So Carrick also, he played other matches which he won. He made us to be at position 3, although the cracks are starting to show. That is the advantage. Plus, he's a Manchester United former player. He knows the place. He's British. People talk about promoting English coaches. There's another English coach. There's a lot of advantages when it comes to Carrick. The boss himself, Alex Ferguson, will support Carrick. So there are things which go on Carrick's way, but there's also disadvantages. Just look at yesterday's match. Let's not talk about the other matches before. Then the other thing, maybe we play like that because we've been complaining that we lack the proper midfield. So for you to open up in the midfield when you don't have the legs is difficult. So you need to play like a coward approach because you don't want to expose your midfielders. All your midfielders are slow. You can tell me about Kobe Maino. You can tell me about Bruno Ukate. All our midfielders are slow. So for you not to be exposed that you've got slow players, you just compress the play. That's the other thing. And even if yesterday we were supposed to be marking the game, we wanted the runners. So there's no way you can put Zeski. Zeski is not a runner. There's no way you can put against the small boys, Fletch and what. So there's many things. If you can put yourself in Carrick's mind, what exactly was he thinking yesterday? You can see that there's a lot of things which Carrick could have done, but he couldn't. And also you can see why he did what he done yesterday. But we lost 2-0 in the first half. Second half with 10 men, we won 1-0. Credit. Another assist for Bruno, another goal for Casemiro. What will you do without that combination? Then, options of coaches. If you are saying Carrick should go, the options for me and what other people are saying, there's Areola Bournemouth. They play nice football. All the players were sold, the defense line was sold last season, but look at the team he has built again. Look at how Bournemouth play. Look at how Bournemouth played against us, how they played against Arsenal. You can see that this team is well coached. They know what they are doing. Where the other player is, that guy is a Spaniard, and you know football, how Spaniard coaches think, how they play. They like this tiki-taka, this passing football. Advantage of Areola. Disadvantage, big team. Is he used to coach a big team? Manchester United, a lot of marketing, a lot of criticism, talkative ex-players, fans, talkative, everyone. There's media, a lot of interviews. Are you going to handle that pressure? That's a disadvantage of Areola. But if he's given the job, it means we are starting again. If you give him time, he's got potential to be a good coach. Emery, very good coach. You see he's a winner. He's won a lot of Europa Leagues. You've seen what he's done with Aston Villa. Everywhere he's gone, he has won. Villarreal, you name it, PSG. He's a winner. But he wants things his way. Disadvantage, he wants things his way. Is he able to work in a model like where you have a lot of people above you? There's a lot of red tape. For you to get anything done, there's a lot of people above you. Is he able to work like that? Is he the right guy to work in such an environment? That's my disadvantage when it comes to Unai Emery. Then people are talking about Nagelsmann, the German coach. Young, dynamic, very good coach. He won the league with Bayern, although he was fired. He's now the coach of Germany national team. He must be good for something, for you to be considered to coach Germany. He started with Leipzig, did well Leipzig. They took him at Bayern, did well. Disadvantage, age, young. Just like an Amorim in disguise. If you check, Amoron has got more trophies he won. Ten Hag has got more trophies he won than Nagelsmann. So if you judge him by that he won a trophy at Bayern, it means he's going to work at Manchester United. I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you think Nagelsmann is the right guy? And if you're going to take him, remember he's with Germany. Germany is expected to go all the way, if not semi or quarterfinals. Which means in the summer, pre-season, he won't be there. Unless he's a workaholic or something like that. I don't think you want to work with the current setup with the British guys. Maybe you want his own European coaches and things like that. It's another start over again. And then the main man, Enrique. But Enrique signing a new contract extension with the PSG. If there's someone who plays fantastic football, nice football, after Pep Guardiola, it's Enrique. I'll take that guy in a heartbeat. Very good. I can't say a lot about him. If you're someone who watches soccer, if you watch PSG, you know what I'm saying. If you've watched Barcelona when I was coaching them, you know what I'm saying. If you watched Spain when I was coaching them, you know what I'm saying. You've coached teams which can go up to 80% possession. You won't get the ball. Disadvantage when it comes to Enrique. You want things his way. It's him, then the person who's going to go and buy. He doesn't want people to be telling him whatever to do. He do things his way. That's disadvantage. So I don't know if that type of a coach can work at Manchester United. Because at Manchester United, they want to make it like a club coach. They don't want a personnel to come and install things at the club. That's the disadvantage with Enrique. To Enrique, current players at Manchester United, Enrique will leave maybe one player, if not two. One, if not two. Kobe Maino and Ahmad. The rest, all of our players, the rest, those are not Enrique players. So it means, are you ready to start again? So it means maybe you would need 2 or 3 more transfer windows for you to see the good part about Enrique. So as Manchester United fans, since we're almost qualifying for Champions League, are you ready? Are you ready to start over again? That's where the problem is. Are you ready to start over again? I don't think you are ready. Because Enrique likes passing players, people who know how to keep the ball, one touch, two touch football. You can see he got rid of Ugarte. He knew that Ugarte can't pass. He got rid of her. Us were quick to run because we just wanted someone who's a destroyer. But we didn't check the other side. Is Ugarte a passing player? No. Only Kobe Maino and maybe Ahmad are good at those 1-2-1-2 type of passes. Kuna is also another one. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think about my small video? What do you think? If you're Ineos, what way are you going to do in this type of dilemma? Are you going to keep Carrick, or you bring in new coaches? Please don't forget to subscribe. Uniteduncle out.